Now you should just be chilling, preparing for the next one. You shouldn't be like in charts trying to run anything up. You should have made anything that you should have made, you know, within the month, like within the kill zones of the month, within the weeks of the month, which, has the most volatility. Do you guys remember, right, when price was literally, where was it? Somewhere here in this consolidation, right? And we expected to see price above these highs. This was before earnings, right? So we literally, right, predicted earnings. And look how much price has gone up. Look how much. This isn't natural. This is not organic. Right? This is not organic at all. Right? We just had price blow through these highs, and it was, so obvious. This was so obvious. And right now you can see that we have the Dow totally, out of tune with, this. Right? So for analytical purposes, we usually use the NASDAQ, like when comparing to, the right now, NVIDIA, right? Why is that? NVIDIA is the stock of, that's a part of NASDAQ, the one that brings the most weight. So this is literally, as I just said, the only thing that's holding up the stock market. If anything happens to NVIDIA, it's over for everything. Right? So yeah. So Nicole asks if I could share some links of news accounts. Pretty much I get, everything myself, right? I'm always looking out for, geopolitical, issues, and basically just, go on Google and you just type in world news, and you don't really have to read the entire document, because anything that you should know, they'll just put in the title, right? They'll just put it in the heading of the news. You don't really have to go in detail and read anything. I backtested, but if we have bullish SSMT in 4H cycle, we are bullish until we have 4H or above. Nothing can. For your question, K_1369 ARJ. If, right, we have sequential SMT, right? For example, 1 hour sequential SMT, which should happen in, in conjunction with the daily cycle, not the daily cycle, the weekly cycle. Okay. As long as, right, it is, caused by a news event, it should be a reversal. Also, right, you have these times in your development when, it will just not seem to be working, and that's okay. Right? There'll be times when you'll be just, not having any luck for even 2 days in a row, but that's fine and that's normal. Every professional has days like that, and that's why we have a stop loss. Right? You're not going to always be right. You're not going to always, you're not going to win everything. Right? That's something that you must understand. There's some of you're successful for an entire week, and the day you get a loss, it's over. You lose your shit. It's like you're like, what? How can this happen? It just happens, and it'll happen again. So the thing that you should be focusing on mostly, right, is controlling your emotions. You need to be emotionally stable when participating in these markets, right? You should not be attached to money. You shouldn't be, right? You can know who's attached, who's not attached. The people here that made the most, they don't post about anything. They don't say anything. They're just quiet, right? We literally, had someone here that, as I said before, he's literally on the top of, he was at the top of Robbins, like literally. I'm not gonna say his name so everyone start messaging him or something, but he doesn't even talk. He says nothing. He's just there. Right? So the thing that you must be doing, apart from trying to strengthen your, emotional intelligence is you must understand, that there is a gray area in price action. There are times when something will just happen, and that's why you have a stop loss. There are times when price will just do something that you just don't expect. Right? I am right now in capacity to anticipate the bias every week since 3 months, since month 3, but I can't trade it. You're good. You're better than, I'd say 90% of traders, not here, but in the world, right? If you can do that, you can anticipate market reversals. That's good. That's what you should be practicing to do. And you say that you've been doing that since month 3. That's amazing. That's good. You need to, be practicing. Try to demo trade. Right? That's what you should be doing. Make mistakes demo trading. You need to make mistakes. That's why there is demo trading, right? You got to make mistakes so you can, begin to, get a feeling of what it's like to manage a position. It won't, be as, or it won't feel as strong as it would when managing real money, but it's close. Or get a funded account, right? Do something like that. But you need to demo trade it first. You need to be able to trade it with your emotions detached from the markets, right? That's what you need to be doing. Just do it until it's, you get good at it. That's all that there is. You need to just do it till you get good at it. Just do it over and over and over and over and over. It's not okay. You can do it for this set amount of time and then no, it's the work that you put into that time. How much do you focus? How much do you prepare before each trade? What happens when I'm wrong? Right? It's not even what happens when you're wrong, because you will be wrong. It's how do I react when I'm wrong? Do I sob? Am I angry with myself? No, you shouldn't be angry. Okay, I get this. You got this wrong right now. It's like you just tap yourself. You're like, okay. You write it down, you journal it. Why was I wrong? Okay, nice. That means that what? You're going to be better the next time. You need to learn from your mistakes. From every mistake that you make, you learn. Like, for example, me looking at the chart right now, right? You see those literally clean highs right there. It was as if I knew right? But in reality, it was just, a high probability, you know, bias being correct, right? When we expected NVIDIA to explode again, right? Because in my past, you know, there has been there hasn't been a lot of times when I see highs like that just get left alone. They're always attacked, right? And there were times whereas, for example, I would try to, short before these highs, then end up, getting my, ass kicked, right? So because of that, because of the pain, because of all of the mistakes, whenever I see highs like this, it's like, okay, it's going there. Do you understand? And that's literally how you learn, right? How did, sequential SMT begin to stick with me? How did I see it? It's just that every time I used to lose, it's because of this thing, SMT. I just disregard of it. I don't pay attention to it. And afterwards, and then I look back at press, I'm like, that's why I lost. That's how you learn, by mistakes. The more mistakes you make, the better you'll get. You shouldn't be angry, right? This is a molden process. You have to go through that. You have to go through it, right? It's no one just got up and they just got perfect. They just understood this concept right away. They didn't make any mistakes. They're just no, that never happened. There you might see people that, or you see me and you think that, oh, he was gifted, no, you have to work for it. You have to. You have to work for it. Right. There's some people that are asking questions right now, right? Talking about, there was SSMT here, intermediate SSMT here. It's week 4, right? And right now, as I said, it's like we're in December for the year, but, we're in the last, week of the month right now. You understand? The last week of the month, price will begin to get clear again, like when we would just be coming live and we're like, okay, then she's gonna go here, drop 1 minute chart. I'm literally here live. Okay, there's a sequence of SMT. Then we see price go, then we say, okay, no, we want to see price go here. Then it goes down. Like we're gonna have that again, right? Literally soon, right after this week. Why? This week is like literally, December for the entire year. Right? Just as how, the last two hours of the day is like December for the daily cycle. There's no volatility, or if there's volatility, it's just like this, random move that doesn't make any sense, that wasn't caused by a news event, that wasn't caused by SSMT, right? So if you want to, understand more, you got to back test more, right? Literally. And just because you have one loss, right, using a concept during week 4, if that happened to anyone, during the last week, actually week 4, right, the last week of the month, the last couple days of the month, right? Once you get over to like the 25th of the month, going onward from that, then it's like downhill from there. It's the bulk of your trading should be within the second, third week. Scalp in the first week, scalp in the last week. right? Oh, and another thing, right? Someone's asking, why shouldn't we use hidden SSMT all the time? And I just told you, right? Intermarket, when you have intermarket sequential SMT and hidden SMT, it goes hand in hand, right? Right? If you had a full-time job and a family with 2 kids, which would be a strategy to trade? What I would do is I would predominantly be focusing on the weekly cycle, and that's just because, like, if I have a family and kids, then I'm trying to, actually make some money, right? So just using the monthly cycle would, be too long of a wait. So if you have the weekly cycle, for example, and you have, you know, you're focusing on basically Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. More importantly, Mondays, and look how I skip over Tuesday, right? Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Thursday will give you the most, trades, right? When the market is at low probability, we usually have days like Wednesdays, right, making the high low of the week. When the market is high probability, we usually have days like days like Thursdays making the higher low of the week. The cleanest market conditions will have reversals in Q4 of the week. So you want to be, looking for a cracking correlation between Wednesday and Thursday, then you'll get the higher low of the day. If it's in London, you will have a cracking correlation between the Asian session and the London session. If the Asian session is consolidating and, you see that happen, which is a cracking correlation or sequential SMT, or just as a regular SMT, right, then you're good. But you must have a 2-stage setup, at least. Or, right, you're trading the weekly cycle, you have sequential SSMT. Then you have a 15-minute precision swing point. As soon as you see that, you know that, it's time for price to turn around, or should be time for price to turn around. Also, you must understand that you cannot be emotionally trading. You need to lock everything off. You need to do that. You cannot be in this market and just be like, I have to do this. I have to. You gotta be focused. It doesn't matter what position. Like for example, when I was in the worst positions, a few years back, it was nothing to me, right? Hungary, right? When you had nothing, literally. I'd just be focused on. I have my parents' name on the door, on my door, the wall in front of me, my siblings, and it's like, okay, I'm just doing this for you, so I can't mess up. It's like you can't mess up, right? You have to do this. Can't have emotions, right? So we'll be, going over, people asking about, if we can go over other tribes which, have commodities. Yes, we're going to do that next month. Dublin Theory restarted next month, right? So don't worry, next month no one's worrying. Why did I say that? We have, a lot coming next month. When setting TP settings, how do we know which new opening gap is a target if there are multiple? Well, the ones that overlap with fair value gaps tend to get the job done more times than not, and that's something else which, we'll talk about too. Well, I believe I'll talk about it. I've talked about it before, but, I don't think everyone, took it into consideration. So you have all this information now, literally, right? So everyone here, you can build your own model. You can take what you want. You can, And next month we'll be going over, well, we'll be going over everything. We'll be, talking about everything. So we'll be reflecting upon everything that we ever talked about, which is of, importance. When using one sequence SNT and precision swing point, how can you determine the precision swing point that will cause reversal? The first one that forms, right? And if you're afraid, allow expansion, buy the fair value gap, sell the fair value gap, right? And so that's it. That's for Danielle. Okay, now Pog asks, after a high time frame sequential SMT, how do you know to wait for a follow-up or in time frame SSMT? Are precision swing points the answer to this? Yes. Precision swing points are actually the answer to many things. You're just not focusing on it yet. You don't see even right now the high of S&P 500, Nasdaq, the Dow. There's a precision swing point around that area. Might not be the highest one, but the one before the highest one. Right? Precision swing points are more influential than even for value gaps. Right? I'd say it'll be like precision swing points, so then equal highs, lows, then fair value gaps. Right? So, okay, one more. Daniel Obasi. What I was asking, what you said you'll be teaching me, man. I just wanted to get an overview. Okay. Messi or Ronaldo. They're both good. So yes, this is recorded. I heard someone say that. Yeah, I lost my frame of thought. Anyways, all right. So we will be back this weekend, right? Sunday. Oh, I remember. Yeah. So I heard someone ask about, or say that I'm not recording the screen, which I think I am. Should be, I'm sure. Pretty sure I am. Anyways, we'll have this posted to WAP as well. And I hope that you guys, have a fantastic week. Remember, it's literally Thursday right now. Friday's tomorrow. You don't want to kill yourself, trying to go in the market and trying to find something on the last day. Even though there might be, something, but it's not that, serious. It's the last day of the month, literally, right? We have a perfect, we have amazing conditions coming, which usually come in the summer months, right? And next week is June. So, if anything, you want to be chilling until, next week. Because, like, even, if you find a trade to do, find something to do, demo trade it, tape read it. While you don't want to be, making it a habit, of trying to recuperate all of your losses on the last day of the month. So I hope that this was, insightful to you. And Anthony is saying, also someone was saying first candle of quarter belongs to previous quarter. What is the right answer? I don't know what that is. What do you mean? Cannot understand. The last candle of the quarter. Someone help Anthony, please. Anthony's back. And yeah, so we'll be back this weekend, right? And for Anthony, there's a lot of people here that, can just help you with that simple question. All right. We'll be back this Sunday, full force. Which date will that be? It'll actually, which date will that be? Yeah, it will be the 2nd of June. And so we'll be going right into a new week. Thank God, new month. So have a nice day, everyone. I hope that you found this insightful. And we'll be back this Sunday. If there's anything that you need, and you need to be updated on, and we'll probably be testing some things on wrapping it. Heard that some of you guys don't like it. We'll figure it out. Have a nice day.